Typically, you would expect the Melbourne, Florida real estate market to have a seasonal dip in prices. However, this time might be different. Hi and Happy New Year. I'm Ben, a real estate agent here in Melbourne, Florida, and this is the real estate update for the month of December. We'll look at the numbers for all Melbourne areas, including Viera, Suntree, and Melbourne Beach, and we'll finish with an in-depth summary of the entire area. Okay, we're starting with Viera West. After the price increase last month, we saw another increase this month with the median price increasing by 10.6% and the price per square foot increasing by 13.8% to $280. While the days on the market went up by 2 days to 20 days, that's still a very fast-moving market. Even prices for pool homes have increased again to $810K. As I mentioned in the previous reports, especially pool and waterfront homes had gone through the roof. So it's especially interesting to see that Viera West prices climb across the board, including pool and waterfront properties. Waterfront properties in particular saw a 14.5% increase, and there were no condo sales this month. So with prices rising and the days on the market remaining very low, it's obvious that the demand for the west side of this top master planned community continues to be high. Moving on to Viera East, we can see that after the price increase in November, prices almost dropped back to their October value with a median sold price of $380K. The price per square foot went down by $7 to $216 in December. The days on the market went up another 19.4% to 37 days, continuing the trend of more days on the market in Viera East. While Viera East was one of the few places where pool home prices had continued to increase over the past few months, in December, pool homes dropped 16.6% to just under $500K. Waterfront homes continue their downward trend with another 5.6% decrease. Only condos in Viera East saw a slight increase to $232,500. Overall, Viera East appears to balance out around $400K. And before we get to the next area, if you find these market reports helpful and you want to see more monthly updates, please let me know by hitting the like button and subscribe to our channel to see whenever we publish a new video about Melbourne, Florida. Okay, now let's talk about Suntree South. After the downward trend of the past few months, we saw a drastic increase of 29.9% in December, landing the median sold price at $640K. The price per square foot also went up 6.9%, landing at $262 per square foot. However, pool homes are the exception here in Suntree South, going down by 18% to $649,500. There were no waterfront or condo sales this month. It will be interesting to see if the median sold price in Suntree South will continue to rise or move back towards stabilization. Coming towards Pineda and Lake Washington, we see a similar trend to Viera East. After the price increase last month, the median sold price went down 5.6% in December. The price per square foot also went down by 2.9% to $238 per square foot. Real estate in the Pineda area also continues to sell slower, with the days on the market increasing again by 4 days to 44 days on average. Pool homes actually went up again by 2.9% to $580K, and there were no waterfront or condo sales this month. Overall, it appears as if the Pineda Lake Washington area is moving towards balancing out somewhere in the mid 500Ks, but we'll continue to observe how this area behaves moving into the new year. Moving on to Lake Washington South, over the past months the median sold price had continued to go up. So it's no surprise that with the current circumstances, prices had to move back again. In December, the median sold price in Lake Washington South decreased by 21%, approximately bringing it back to September values and settling at $403K. On the contrary, the price per square foot went up from $232 to $244. So in part, the median sold price decrease could be due to smaller homes selling in December. The days on the market went down 23.5% to 39 days, so real estate sold almost a quarter faster than in the previous month. Pool homes are sought after in Lake Washington South, with another price increase of 28.2% this month. There were also no waterfront or condo sales. Okay, now let's check out what's going on in northeast Melbourne and Palm Shores. After the sudden 35% spike in October, we saw a decrease in November, and in December the price continues to balance out with another 10% drop. The price per square foot, however, remained almost the same, going from 214 to 213. The same goes for the days on the market, which only changed by 2 days from 14 to 16 days on average. What really stands out this month are pool homes, which went up a staggering 44% in December in the northeast Melbourne area. There were no waterfront sales, while condo sales went down 10.9% to 167,500. And in case you didn't get my ultimate Melbourne, Florida guide yet, you can always find the link in the description. This unique guide is completely free and includes 4 stunning ebooks, 3 cheat sheets, and an on-demand GPS tour. You can find school ratings for Melbourne elementary, middle, and high schools backed by 4 different sources. You'll also find more than 80 of the best restaurants, bars, shopping, and activities, everything you need for your doggy, a complete roadmap to buying your Melbourne home, a side-by-side comparison of over 1,000 HOAs, and so much more. Again, the link is in the description. In Eau Gallie, the median sold price didn't change much, with only a 0.9% increase to 272,500. The price per square foot, on the other hand, went down by 12.5%, landing at $182 per square foot. The days on the market also didn't change much, only going down 1 day to 21 days on average. Pool homes continued to go down with another 10.4% decrease and landing at 336K. Surprisingly, waterfront homes jumped back up. After median prices had decreased over the past months, they jumped up 32.7% in December. Condos sold 19.4% higher with a median sold price of 185K. Overall, it appears as if Eau Gallie is moving towards balancing out in the upper 200,000s. Moving on, now let's talk about central Melbourne. Taking a quick look at this month's stats, we see prices coming back up. The median sold price went up 18.2% to 301,500, and the price per square foot went up from $194 to $201. The days on the market remained solid, with only a slight uptick to 32 days on average. After the sudden drop for waterfront homes last month, they came up to a median sold price of 350K in December. There were no pool or condo sales this month. Overall, it appears that central Melbourne might balance out in the upper 200,000s. Next up is the city of West Melbourne. The median sold price decreased by 14.3% for the month of December in West Melbourne. The price per square foot, however, remained relatively stable, with only a 1.5% decrease to $199 per square foot. Sales slowed down quite a bit, with the days on the market going up 40.7% in December. While pool homes continued to go down in West Melbourne with a 3.5% decrease, waterfront properties and condos actually went up quite a bit, landing at 486K for waterfront and 237K for condos. So while overall it appeared that West Melbourne was going to balance out in the low 400Ks, it may be too soon to make that call. We'll have to see how West Melbourne starts out in the new year. And before we get to the summary, let's take a look at Melbourne Beach. After a staggering 38% increase last month, it's not surprising that prices pulled back by 11.5% to $809,900. The price per square foot wasn't as much affected, with only a 4.3% decrease. The days on the market went up to 83 days. However, you need to take this one with a grain of salt, because various properties that were on the market for around a year sold in December, so obviously that affected the statistic a lot. Pool and waterfront homes both went down 10% to the low 800,000s, and there were no condo sales. And now that you know all the areas, let's take a look at the bigger picture and see what all these statistics mean for the overall market. Absorption rates in Melbourne, Florida are around 1.82 months, indicating that we remain in a seller's market. The overall median sold price for the larger Melbourne area went up 4.6% to 395K, and it appears as if prices are balancing out just under 400K. Properties are selling 10 days slower in December, but that could just be due to the holiday season. Pool homes seem to finally balance out with only a 1.2% decrease, while waterfront properties were up 27.4% in December. Condos even jumped up from 187,500 in November to 246,000 in December. It will be very interesting to see how the Melbourne, Florida market is going into the new year. So don't forget to subscribe to these hyper-local market reports, and remember to download my Ultimate Melbourne, Florida guide and become a Melbourne insider. Thank you for watching and see you soon.